everyone. Liz Holter House, OBX for sale, coming to you today from my home in Churches Island and Coinjock to bring to you the market report for the month of February. It is a cold, damp, windy, rainy day here, but at least we don't have any snow this time. Before we jump into the February market report, I first want to give you some overview stats for the end of the year of 2024 from the year-end report coming out of the Outer Banks Association of Realtors. We did this a little bit, but I wanted to kind of recap the highlights. So in the Outer Banks MLS, which includes Dare County, Currituck County, and a lot of the other surrounding counties, when you get into Northeastern North Carolina, like Northern Currituck, we overlap into the Albemarle MLS, and I belong to both MLSs. But these are stats that were compiled by the Outer Banks MLS year-end report for 2024. So we're comparing 2024 to 2023. And overall, home sales were down 3% from 2023. Single-family detached homes were up 2%. Condos were down 16%. And lots and land were down 21%. The total inventory at the end of December, residential inventory was up a whopping 44%. And lots and land inventory was up just 9%. The median sales price of all residential listings was up 5%, and single-family detached was up 4%. Condos were down 2%, and lots and land were up 5%. And according to the National Association of Realtors, the 30-year fixed rate mortgage should stabilize around 6% in 2025. And if they do, about 6.2 million households can once again be able to afford a median priced home. And we've seen that as interest rates have kind of bounced around. 6 seems to be the threshold for everyone. When we saw rates dip under 6, we saw an uptick in mortgage applications and contracts and things like that. I would also say, let's go over a few other things. Your average day on market in 2024 was 56 compared to 2023 of 51. So a little bit more, but not much. What else do we have of remarkable? Distressed sales, distressed inventory, foreclosures still remain actually in 24 down 33%. There were only 2, so those things are not increasing at all. And let's jump into now. Let's go into Dare County wrap up for the month of January 2025. Or I break it down and I do Dare County separate from Currituck, and Corolla is considered part of Currituck County. So for wrapping up January 2025, the first month of the new year, Dare County is definitely continuing to shift more to a balanced market. We've only got 4.64 months of inventory on the market. The list to sold price is down slightly to 96.7%. And our median days on market was up a little, well, up a lot, 63.3% month over month to 49 days. In January, we saw 175 new listings come on the market. This was an increase of 110%, almost 111% month over month. We normally see an increase in the spring market. It seems to be starting a little bit early this year. So I would just say to you, if you're thinking about selling this spring, you might want to get your house on the market sooner rather than later. You just don't want it to be lost in a flush of listings that hit the market all at one time. And typically our spring market, we can see our our listings increased 30% in previous years before COVID, and I think we're trying to transition back to a more normal year. In our active listings, we have 479 active listings on the market in Dare County. The median days on market for those is 84. That's down about 13.5%. In new pending listings, we saw 106 properties go under contract in the month of January. That is up 92% month over month, but that's really over December. And December with the holidays is typically a slow month. Our median days on market was 48. And we have a total of 132 pending listings on the market in Dare County. That's up almost 13%. And their median days on market was 65, which is also up 25%. In January, we saw under sold listings, we saw 87 properties close. That is down 2.2%. And our list to sold price is down also 0.2% to 96.73%. And our median days on market was up 63.3% to 49 days. Again, to recap that, we have 4.64 months of inventory on the market. In the last 12 rolling months, that is an increase of 30.3%. So that's your wrap up for Dare County. Let's jump into Currituck County for the month of January. And remember, Currituck County is going to cover all the way to the state line in Moyock, all the way to the bridge leading into Kitty Hawk, and then of course Corolla is part of Currituck County. And this is our market trends for residential properties, single family, condos, townhouses, apartments, that kind of thing. So in Currituck County, we are looking at our months of inventory is not calculating, but we're looking at definitely more of a balanced market. We have a list to sold price of 98%, and our average days on market is 68 days. In January, we saw 138 new listings come on the market. That's a 50% increase over December. And we have a total of 359 listings, active listings on the market in Currituck. That is down about 1.5%, and the average days or median days on market is 92. New pending listings, we saw 77 properties go under contract in January. That's down almost 4% over December. And their average or median days on market was just 18 days, and that's down 62.5%. We have a total of 194 pending listings on the market in Currituck County. That is up 14.1%, and their median days on the market was just 52, and that is down 26.8%. In January, we saw 46 properties close in Currituck County, and that's down 19.3%. The list to sold price hanging in at just under 98%, and their median days on market was 68, and that's up 83%. But that's pretty normal. Again, from Thanksgiving to January, we have lots of holidays. It takes a little bit longer to close properties during that time period. And we have less than 3 months of inventory on the market. It's probably less than 1.5 months of inventory on the market, and that is why the exact number is not calculating in RPR. So we are going to now move on to Camden County. Camden County remains still a seller's market. I don't see that changing in a while. We're about to go into the transfer season, which is a very busy time for Pasquotank and Camden County, as well as Coast Guard people that want to live on the Outer Banks or are reporting to the Coast Guard station on the Outer Banks as well. But it's very robust for Pasquotank and Camden County. We currently have 2.89 months of inventory in Camden County. Our sold to list price is 98.4. That's down about 1.5%. Our median days on market in Camden is just 3 days. Camden is a highly competitive market, highly competitive. We saw 21 new listings come on the market in January. That was up 16.7% over December. The median list price was $430,000, and that is up about 1.2%. We have a total of 45 active properties on the market in Camden, and that is down 2.2% month over month. The median days of those is 60 days, which is down almost 12%. We saw 12 new pending properties go under contract in the month of January. That's up 71.5%. Their median days on market was 47, and that was up 95.8 month over month. We have a total of 24 pending listings on the market in Camden County. That's up 26% with a median days on market of 25, and that was actually up month over month of 733%. It's a very strange number. And again, that's really due to the holidays and just December not being as robust, and then having this is pending listings having closings stretched out a little bit longer, that kind of thing. We saw 8 properties close in the month of January. That's down 38.5%. The list to sold price was 98.4, and we saw just 3 days on the market as the median days on market for those properties, and that was down 92.7%. So we're looking at 2.89, just under 3 months of inventory on the market. Although that is still very low, and Camden is a very, very competitive market, that is an increase of 30% in the last 12 months. So it might not feel as competitive as it was last spring, but it's still going to be a very tight market this coming spring. Okay, let's look at our last county now, Pasquotank County. Pasquotank is the home of the Coast Guard base in Elizabeth City. It is also known as Elizabeth City, and it's home of the downtown waterfront area that is kind of undergoing a rebirth down there. It's beautiful, great place to visit if you have not been there. Lots of great restaurants, shops, and breweries. So let's jump into Pasquotank County. Pasquotank is still a pretty strong seller's market, 2.6 months worth of inventory. List to sold price of 98.1. The median days on market just 19, and that is down 13.64%. The median sold price in in Pasquotank County is $300,000. So let's take a look at new listings. New listings for the month of January, we saw 89 come on the market. That was up almost 65%. The median price of those listings was $299,900. We have a total of 177 active listings on the market in Pasquotank County, with a median days on market of 80. And we saw 63 properties go under contract in the month of January in Pasquotank County, and that was up almost 9% over December. And those properties had a median days on market of just 13. That's down almost 68% in Pasquotank County. We have a total of 147 pending listings. That's up almost 16%, with a median day on market of just 7 days. We saw 33 properties close in Pasquotank County in the month of January. That's down 34%. List to sold price hanging in at 98.13%, and the median days on market just 19 days. So to sum up, Pasquotank County, very competitive market, definitely a strong seller's market. It's a 2.6 months worth of inventory on the market, and we're going into one of the busiest times of the year up there. And the 12-month change of inventory up there, although it has gone up some, just under 8% increase in inventory in the last 12 rolling months. So not much. Definitely a very tight market. Spring tends to be the most robust time for sales on the Outer Banks and in Northeastern North Carolina on the Outer Banks, because most of the properties are short-term rentals, and that's when the buyer can come in and purchase a property and collect all the rents for the summer. And that's always a really good warm feeling when you're going into your first or second or third investment home and you've got a pile of rents already booked that you're going to collect over the course of the next 6 or 8 months. And then, of course, Northeastern North Carolina, Northern Currituck, Camden, and Elizabeth City. It's the spring market. That's typically when more homes for year-round people are sold, but then you've also got the influence of the Coast Guard base and the government contractors in Elizabeth City. So that wraps up our January market update. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me anyway, text, call, email, Messenger, however you like to communicate. Don't forget to like and follow us here on YouTube. And until next month, have a great month and happy Valentine's Day.